Hey everyone, welcome to my cleaning vlog. Today I plan to clean the kitchen, do laundry, both machine and by hand, and marinate the meat for tomorrow. Now I'm removing the sheets. By the way, they're from 100% washed cotton. I just wanted to say how much I enjoy them because I was very afraid to buy them because I never tried a washed cotton before. It's basically a very dense fabric that has been washed in a specific way at the factory. And I was like, what is this? Let's try it out. And it already has been 1 year since I started to use these sheets, and they're my favorite. They have this crisp feeling towards the skin, and I don't know, it just creates a very cozy feeling, at least for me. Right after waking up and putting the sheets to wash, I write a to-do list, including every little thing that I have to be doing today, from brushing my teeth to making a breakfast, and of course, main tasks of the day. I love the fact of writing with my hands and crossing the task when it's done. It gives me a sort of a reward feeling. And I actually tried a few mobile and web applications, but they didn't work out for me. I don't know why, maybe because I'm not used to devices so much when I was a teenager and a child, but it just gives me a very great satisfaction of always writing the list and always crossing most of the tasks that are written there. So when the list is done, it's time to start my routine. I'm a knitter, so I actually have lots of wool clothing to wash all the time by hand. By the way, I also have Etsy shop with some cashmere accessories available, and you can check them out by following a link in the description box if you wish. Actually, this cardigan is also knitted by me, and it is still a bit wet after wash. I am placing it on a dry towel as well as some other items. Moving to the kitchen and starting with the dishes as usually. This is just a normal weekly cleanup, so I'm not moving into like oven cleaning and fridge cleaning, just cleaning the surfaces and things that get dirty weekly. As I'm cleaning the top of the trash cans, I wanted to touch on cleaning discipline. I just wanted to mention that I'm not super disciplined person, and it took me time to get used to cleaning on time, not letting my house become a mess, just so that you don't think I'm a perfect cleaner that is always on time like a soldier. And I wanted to share a few insights that helped me to stay somehow disciplined. Actually, it might sound not super inspiring for a lot of people, but what I realized is that cleaning is just a routine that has to be done. Like, it's not entertaining. There are no robots or no devices that can do the work instead of us. Like, most of markets try to sell us this idea: you buy this vacuum robot and it's going to do half of the work. You buy this washing machine and it just does everything instead of you. I just stopped feeding my mind with all of the illusions that things could be easy. I accepted the fact that cleaning is just boring, tiresome, and I need to go through this every single week. And maybe it sounds paradoxical, but after that, I stopped sabotaging so much because there was no more illusions left, and I stopped searching for a perfect pill for cleaning. And surprisingly, I started to clean more often and more on time. And of course, as a result, my house stopped being such a mess, and I feel satisfied with such result. In my cleaning routines, I don't use any special gels or popular methods. It's just a normal dish washing gel. I buy like a balsam for the hands. They're not so aggressive on my skin, and I don't use gloves, as you can see. So it works pretty good on my skin. Another thing I'm using in my washing routine is sea salt and baking soda. And just the gel that is universal, so it can be used for kitchen surfaces, for bathroom surfaces, for fridge. It's not food safe, like you cannot wash dishes with this, but it is kind of safe for kitchen surfaces. And just one gel that I'm using is the gel for my glass stove. I'm using it only once a week, and the rest of the week, let's say when I fry steak, I could just use gel for dishes, and my stove would just shine perfectly. Well, finally the kitchen is nice and clean and I can move on with my tasks. I have to wash some wool garments by hand. This is my alpaca sweater, my husband's merino wool jumper, and my mohair shawl. I am going to use Alkaline. This is a wool shampoo with lanolin. Lanolin makes wool clothing a bit puffy and smooth. Lanolin is also used to wash dogs and cats, so it's kind of an animal fat that works for woolen garments like a balsam, if that makes sense, like a conditioner that we use for our hair. This is the same. Lanolin works the same for wool clothing. I'm also using a little bit of a commercial wool clothing gel and some textile antiseptic because my husband is allergic to ácaros, to a little bug, microscopic bug that can live in pores of the wool hair. So I'm adding just a little bit of that as well. Letting things soak in temperature water for 15 minutes and doing some other stuff meanwhile. For example, putting the sheets to dry, they're finally clean. I'm washing them on the mode of 60 degrees for algodón. Algodón is cotton in Spanish. And I'm satisfied with the result. I'm back to finishing my wool garments wash. As you can see, the water ends up pretty dirty, and I'm not washing clothing actually with my hands. Wool is very special. It's like human hair. You don't have to wash your hair with hands a lot to get them clean. You just need to put the shampoo and wash them out and they're going to be clean. Same happens to wool. I'm very careful with wool. Also putting my underwear to soak in the water. I wash my underwear with hands only, not in the machine, because of a few reasons. The first reason is the microbes. Like, I feel it's not right for me to wash such intimate thing in the washing machine. There's bacteria in the washing machines and I don't want to bring bacteria into washing machine that then they can grow there and all of this stuff that is not pleasant to my mind. So I always wash my underwear with normal white soap and some gel for newborns, for allergic newborns, so it's completely safe for the skin. So after that I moved to the kitchen and it's time to marinate the meat. I'm just taking pork, the top part of the neck, I have no idea how to pronounce it in English, already cut in steaks. Then I take garlic, I grate it and mix with paprika, garam masala and mustard. Adding 2 spoons of olive oil and mixing it really well and that it looks like a cream. After that, I'm going to wrap the meat very evenly. It took me some time actually. You can use gloves if you wish. I just washed my hands, removed the rings and did it with my hands. But the hands do smell like garlic a lot afterwards, so I have to put some effort to clean my hands. For cooking, I use normal cotton thread, 3 straps in vertical and 1 in horizontal, and tie the meat very tightly. Then I take some dried plums and dried apricots. I made sure they're humid and soft inside when I was buying them. I stuff the meat with these fruits and put some barbecue sauce on top. Just a few spoons will be enough, and I try to make sure that I did all of that evenly. By the way, I forgot to mention that I also added salt and black ground pepper to taste into the marinade. And then I just close everything into aluminium, put in silicone form, and put in the fridge for 24 hours to marinate. At this point, I'm very tired and I just can't wait for this day to finish. I'm collecting the clothing. Some of it is still a bit wet, like this cardigan. Some of it is already dry, and the most important thing is that the mattress is dry because we're gonna sleep in it today. Removing everything and putting the sheets. The new sheets, they're the same color. They're not the same that I washed today. They're also from washed cotton. I don't iron my own sheets, but honestly, if someone would do that for me, I would be super glad. I'm just a bit greedy for my time to do so. But sometimes when I have mood, I would iron the pillowcases so that it smells ironed, which I really enjoy. This is already the next day, and I baked the meat for 2.5 hours on 160 degrees Celsius. And you have this combination of barbecue, garlic, spices, and sweets with a bit of sourness in it. That's just like explosion in the mouth. Very tasty. My husband also enjoyed it a lot, so I gotta make it second time for sure. If you enjoyed it, stay tuned, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you soon in my next video.